Joined on the line also by Dr. Oduro Osae. He is the Dean of Students at the Institute of Local Government Studies. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Good afternoon, my brother.
I do not know whether you watched the vetting of Mr. Bless Oti, but what were your impressions?
Thank you very much. My impression was that, he comes across as somebody who has the experience in local government system. But I think on that occasion, he did not prepare well for the parliamentary vetting. And what I also gathered was that it is something that is missing from our democratic system. Governments nominate people for vetting, and they don't do a first stage vetting at the political level. So what I was expecting to have happened was that when the government nominated him, they should have a team internally that would actually vet him. He should do a mock vetting sort of. So that they will take him through the things that Parliament would have taken him through before appearing before Parliament. Because the Ministry of Local Government is not a small ministry. It carries the decentralization and then the governance process of the Republic of Ghana. So you cannot bring in somebody who would seem not to have been prepared to appear before Parliament. But the questions they were asking him were pertinent questions. They were minor questions that were on his CVs. So expecting the answers to be forthcoming. But that notwithstanding, you cannot also connect that one with his performance, because the gentleman has been an assembly member before and he's an MP. But this particular thing that he was not able to answer suggests to me that he's somebody who may not have taken the vetting serious.
So he may not have taken the vetting serious, but judging from what he said and the answers he gave to the committee, do you think that he will be able to run the ministry, the deputy local government position effectively?
I think lessons, if he's able to go back and then listen to what he told Parliament, and he's able to organize himself well, he should be able to perform. Because most of the ministers and deputy ministers who came, they came in as people who may not know anything about the local government, but they can learn on the job. But I think his performance was below average, and it is up to the office of the president to decide whether they want to have this person as a deputy minister for local government or not. But in future, he should prepare very well and take parliamentary vetting very serious, because it's also part of the test to test whether he will be able to perform his function.
Yeah, but my final question would have to border on the calls for the president to withdraw his nomination. There are those who are asking that really answering questions before a vetting panel does not necessarily translate into how well you would perform when you're given the nod. Is there any parallel we can draw?
There is. I mean, answering questions before a parliamentary vetting committee has a bearing on your performance, because it is part of the appointment process. And you should be able to convince the parliamentary vetting committee that you can perform the function for which you have been designated. So if you are not able to convince them, they have every right to recommend to the Parliament as a main house that your nomination should not be approved. So it has a bearing, it has a correlation with the function. So I may want to agree with those who are calling for his withdrawal. But I think, again, given the opportunity, he should be able to perform. I think he's learned his lessons. Going forward, I would also call on all government to undertake internal mock vetting of all candidates they nominate before they appear before the parliamentary vetting committee, because it is becoming too many in this country to have people nominated appear before parliamentary vetting committee and they don't perform well. It doesn't augur well for our democracy, and it is not helping us, because the whole of Ghana is watching. And if this is the kind of deputy minister we are going to have at the Ministry of Local Government, then we are going to be in trouble.
Right. We are grateful for your thoughts and input. Thank you very much. Dr. Oduro Osae is the Dean of Students at the Local Government Institute. Thank you very much for speaking with us. This is Midday Live on TV3.